Sovereignty is a word they have repeated to us for generations. It is written in our constitutions, spoken in our parliaments, promised at our independence. But what is sovereignty if it exists only on paper? What is sovereignty if the decisions that affect our people are still made in foreign capitals? If we borrow money to pay for our own survival, if we send our resources away and receive poverty in return, that is not sovereignty. That is submission wrapped in polite language. True sovereignty is not given. It is not granted in a treaty. It is not approved by any external nation. True sovereignty is claimed. It is defended. It is built not by speeches, but by sacrifice. Sovereignty means we feed our people with our own hands. It means we defend our borders with our own soldiers. It means we educate our children in our own languages, about our own history, with pride, not shame. It means we no longer look outside for answers that were always here, buried in the hearts of our ancestors. I have said it before, and I will say it again: a flag, an anthem, and a president do not make a country free. What makes a country free is its ability to decide for itself, to live with dignity, and to stand without fear. When we cannot make a single decision without permission from others, we are not sovereign. When our leaders must travel to foreign summits to beg for resources taken from our own land, we are not sovereign. When our youth risk their lives crossing deserts and seas, not for adventure but for escape, that is not freedom. That is failure. And we must have the courage to say it. Do not be fooled by polished speeches that speak of progress while our people remain hungry. Do not be silenced by slogans that distract us from the truth. Real sovereignty is not comfortable. It demands hard choices. It demands that we learn to stand without a crutch. That we accept temporary struggle for long-term strength. That we stop relying on those who never had our best interests at heart. Our continent is not poor. It is pillaged. Our people are not weak. They are wounded. And sovereignty is the healing we must fight for. Look at the nations they call powerful. Do they wait for outsiders to build their roads? Do they ask for permission before developing their land? No. Because they understood something we must now embrace. No one will respect us until we respect ourselves. Sovereignty begins in the mind. It begins when we stop believing that we are too small, too divided, too dependent to rise. It begins when we stop asking others to fix what we must fix ourselves. Young people of Africa, I speak to you now. Sovereignty is your responsibility, not just the responsibility of presidents or ministers. Yours. You must build it in your daily actions. In the food you grow, in the ideas you create, in the communities you strengthen. Every time you choose dignity over convenience, you defend your land. Every time you speak truth, even when it costs you, you protect your nation. This is not about politics. This is about purpose. Let no one tell you sovereignty is unrealistic. What is unrealistic is continuing this cycle of begging while sitting on mountains of gold. What is unrealistic is accepting that a continent so rich must remain poor. What is unrealistic is believing that our children must inherit the same chains we were supposed to break. True sovereignty is not loud, but it is firm. It does not announce itself. It shows itself in actions. When we build our own factories, when we train our own doctors, when we teach our own history, when we secure our own borders, that is when we become truly free. And to those who say, we must wait, we must be patient. I say this: the time for patience passed long ago. The time now is for discipline, for unity, and for movement. Not hatred, not chaos, but purposeful movement toward true freedom. We must not fight each other. We must fight the systems that keep us dependent. We must not envy others. We must inspire ourselves. We must not copy. We must create. That is the spirit of true sovereignty. This is not a dream. It is a duty. For every African child who wonders why they were born into struggle. For every mother who walks miles for clean water. For every farmer who watches his harvest rot while markets remain closed. We owe them more than words. We owe them results. We owe them sovereignty that can be touched, that can be lived, that cannot be stolen. Let us rise, not with arrogance, but with honor. Let us rise, not just in protest, but in purpose. Let us rise with the certainty that our freedom will no longer be negotiated. It will be implemented. By us, for us, through us. Because the true meaning of sovereignty is not found in handshakes. It is found in hands that build, in hearts that believe, in minds that refuse to bow. Africa, your time is not coming. Your time is here. Now rise.